So what he has in his hands right now is a Leicester heat welder right there, and he's using his silicone roller to roll pressure and heat, makes the membrane adhere to itself. This is a PVC system now, so that's what we went ahead and we're installing a 13-inch wide cover strip to give it that extra oomph. Here goes that cover strip right now. You got to clean both sides. That way your membrane's able to adhere correctly. They have the clad metal. This is membrane right here. He went ahead and cleaned off the paint on this section, and he'll go ahead and do a little detail, wrap it down, and get this heat welded 2 inches per manufacturer's instructions. He went ahead on this side and already got it nice and adhered. Oh, sorry guys. Maybe I'll zoom out. So he went ahead and already got this side down so he can come through and do his 2 inches a lap per manufacturer's instructions. So again, our scope of work, the portables, cut in half, cover strip, not too difficult. Just got to find out what material it is. So to clean the membrane, per manufacturer specs, we're able to use simple green. So I went ahead and got some environmentally good cleaner for the environment. And then you go ahead and use these terry towels and just go ahead and give it a good wipe down. Make sure that the area is clean. That way both sides of the membrane are able to adhere to itself and give it that 2-inch weld per manufacturer specs. As you can see, the clad metal has the cover strip going across. That's kind of what we're doing now, is a cover strip. It's not a very big roof per se. So this school district has a bunch of these portables set off to the side somewhere, and as the summer hits, they start to renovate them. They can't do all of them at a time because, you know, you only have so much cash to get projects done. So they're going ahead and they moved 4 of them. My scope of work is to patch in 4 of these. And then we have the generator down here that's able to hold the power for our 15 volts needed for the 1500 watts. Ran with a power cord, a 100-footer, just to get you places. Here's some of that simple green. Heat and pressure, heat and pressure. You know, the conditions change on your heat welder, so you constantly have to battle the environment, you know, getting it on a gauge. I believe all guns go to about 8 or 9, so you got to kind of play with it depending on how hot or cold the conditions are. Moisture in the air affects how everything welds together, so I want everything to be dry and sound and get a good weld, like you see here. So it wasn't part of my scope, but when they did take apart this portable, they took that little piece of gutter out, and they had asked if I could put it back in, and I said yes, but they can't seem to find that piece, so if it's not here by the time we're done, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get that installed for the customer. So he's got a nice 2-inch weld going. He's already got one side done. There'll just be the one detail at the end and one more detail at the end by the gutter, and then he'll have that pretty much ready to go. See how rounded off that corner. It's nice to get rounded corners, so that way when you go to adhere, it adheres really nice. Heat and pressure, guys. Keep the welder away about an inch, half an inch away. And give it that good weld. Do some test welds like the technician did today. Find out, where you need to be at in the morning. Or where you can seal up that corner like you just did right there. He's going to envelope it down a little bit, and we'll have to do this seam right here, all the way down. And I can't stress enough how he'll have to do the details on the ends. So yeah, this is the view in the morning. Nice brisk day. It's still about 70, 72 degrees. I don't see any planes in the sky. They're also getting a lot of this paving done today as well, going around. Some beefy scissors right there to get those detail cuts. What's the brand?
That's the AJC.
AJC, baby. You know how we do around here. AJC. That's tight, dude. I didn't even know they sold them. And it's black iodized. You didn't paint it?
No.
That's tight. That's so aggressive.
You're
so aggressive.
I think Drew got the chrome one.
Is that what he's got? I've seen those. So those are AJC too?
Yeah.
That's tight, dude.
I think he got those during the Christmas party.
For himself?
How you win your own prize?
Oh no, that's cool. And then you go out and buy one?
Yeah.
Then I'll come back and I'll show you how he cuts those little pieces for the end. Just heat and pressure, guys, and just, keep gauging it. PVC seems to melt out a little bit, so you'll be able to see a little stickiness coming out. That way you know you're adhering right. You'll also start to smell the PVC. As you can see, the bleed out on the TPO looks really nice. Another successful single ply repair. If you liked today's video, consider liking and subscribing, hitting that notification bell to stay up to date. Frenchie Roofer. Ow.